Being born with a silver spoon in one's mouth is what every person wishes for. However, the following children mentioned in this video don't have to wish for it, as they have been born with one already. They have been given the ultimate blessings of celebrity parents. As one would suspect, having rich and famous parents gives a child a sort of predetermined entitlement. Being entitled and privileged can surprisingly go one of two ways: spoiled or not. In this video, we will look at 10 celebrity kids who are spoiled. Watch on to find out the children that belong to this category. Number 10. Suri Cruise. Katie Holmes may insist that Suri isn't spoiled because she apparently makes her own bed every day. But there's no way this child isn't spoiled. Of course, she's not as spoiled as some of the other celebrity kids we will discuss later, but she's a little diva if we've ever seen one. During her 11th birthday, this young lady received 3 cakes rather than just 1 or 2. These aren't your average bakery cakes either. They were absolutely stunning. If you've seen the pictures of the cake and you're still not convinced that this girl has it all, check out her treehouse. Some kids are perfectly content with a small wooden box nestled amongst some tree branches. But that clearly would not have suited this diva. Instead of something that you might find at Toys R Us, Suri has a $100,000 check. What could possibly make that treehouse worth that much money? Some shag carpeting, running water, and working electricity appear to do the trick. Number 9. Jaden Smith. According to the New York Post, Jaden has stated, "I have a goal to be the craziest person of all time." And it appears he has been living up to his word. When it comes to the Smith children, most people are divided. They either love them or hate them. If you knew a little about Jaden and his sister Willow, you might conclude that Jaden is the more entitled of the two, while Willow takes a back seat. Jaden is well known for prancing around in women's clothing for a Louis Vuitton campaign, but when it comes to social media, he is even more diva-like. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Will Smith joked about how his and Jada's parenting style of allowing their children complete freedom of expression may have backfired, saying, "I think we might have gone too far." While it's great when kids express themselves through their favorite things, clothing and room decor, it's not so great when a spoiled kid runs around in costume and such just because he can. Number 8. Mason Disick. Mason Disick is one of the Kardashians, and definitely the family reflected on him. Unlike his sister Penelope, Mason is long known as a spoiled child. Take his cousin North's first birthday party as an example. Courtney had graciously offered her home for the birthday bash, but Mason was displeased. He insisted that the birthday will take place at his home and that his cousin will never have a party. His Aunt Chloe has mentioned in the past that she believes Mason is moody like Courtney and that he has her attitude problem. His mom Courtney, however, claims that he resembles his father in every way. Not many parents will want a man like Scott Disick to be a role model for their child's behavior, but in this case, it's simply unavoidable. After all, Scott is Mason's father. We just hope Mason's future is very different from his dad's. Scott may be known as the life of the party, but the amount Scott parties is downright criminal and should not be shoes he wants his son to step into. Number 7. Miley Cyrus. When the word diva is mentioned, images of Miley Cyrus in one of her many outrageous outfits conjured in the mind of many people. Miley Cyrus, like Ariana Grande, is one of the most spoiled pop divas in the 21st century. Although the allegations have been since amended, Life and Style magazine reported that Hurricane Miley and her crew trashed and caused a major scene in a New York hotel lobby in 2014. When one of the group members was asked to stop smoking, the group reacted angrily, began to turn themselves around on the lobby furniture, and Miley herself began to scream that the hotel staff should be grateful for her money. Number 6. Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner deserves a lot of credit for keeping Stormi out of the spotlight while she was pregnant. But even though she didn't advertise her pregnancy and demand a lot of attention, everyone knows Kylie is a very spoiled lady. Kylie, like the rest of the Kardashians, was never in need of anything. She was always given the best things and taken to the best places, and she was never asked to compromise or go without. Kylie Jenner has long been known as the more diva of the two Jenner sisters, and this hasn't changed with age. On her 18th birthday, Kylie was paid a lot of money to appear at a venue and mingle with her adoring fans. She did attend the party in her honor, but she never left the private cabana, leaving her fans hanging around. She has also snubbed her fans and mocked them on social media after a Topshop collection product launch. She has also called her mother Kris stupid in public and has almost lost her own spin-off reality show, The Life of Kylie, because she couldn't be bothered to show up for taping. Number 5. Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah Willis. These three lovely ladies are the daughters of Demi Moore and Bruce Willis, the famous actor. These women had been to rehab on multiple occasions and partied just as hard as their mother. Except for Demi Moore, moms don't usually party hard. Demi has been accused of hitting on her daughter's male friends and dancing on tables at the parties to which she goes. Demi has since entered rehab to deal with her own demons, but not before the devil rubbed off on her daughters. Each of the Willis sisters has gone off the rails at some point, following in Demi's reckless footsteps. They are being destroyed by fame and fortune, a Star Magazine insider says. They were given everything they wanted as children, and they still have the mindset of spoiled children. Even their father Bruce has referred to the three sisters as spoiled, because they refused to contact or visit their mother Demi while she was in rehab for treatment of her outrageous party girl behavior. Maybe the distance in this relationship is a good thing because they appear to be following in their mother's footsteps when it comes to being out of control. Number 4. Honey Boo Boo. Mama June isn't a celebrity like the other parents mentioned in this article, but she is a reality TV celebrity, which unfortunately resulted in the spoiling of Honey Boo Boo. We first met this erratic family on the TLC show Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, which followed Alana, Honey Boo Boo, as she competed in pageants. Alana's outbursts and drama on the show proved to the world that she was nothing more than a spoiled pageant princess. But her actions off the set proved it even more. One of her most well-known meltdowns occurred during an interview with Dr. Phil. Honey Boo Boo pretended to be asleep whenever he asked her a question, then proceeded to be loud and carry on while the good doctor spoke. A few years later, Honey Boo Boo struck her mother during a Jimmy Fallon taping. Of course, this was not shown on television, and Jimmy told her that she shouldn't hit her mother. But she didn't even sit in timeout for a second, and at the end of the show, she led the final applause. Number 3. Blue Ivy. Since Beyoncé is known as Queen Bey, it's not surprising that her daughter would act just like a princess. Blue Ivy Carter is a child of Beyoncé and Jay-Z, so it's understandable that she would be spoiled. Blue Ivy may now have siblings, but she definitely had an only child complex. This child's parents attempted to trademark her name, and she is notoriously bossy. She interrupted her parents' clapping during the 2018 Grammy Awards, causing quite a stir in the online community. Blue Ivy has also had an entire staff at her beck and call since she was 6 years old, including bodyguards, a personal chef, and group of stylists. She is the firstborn of two extremely successful people, and that doesn't help her case of being spoiled. Blue Ivy had a childhood that most would envy, from her $14,000 bed that was made to look like a horse-drawn carriage to a diamond-encrusted Barbie doll worth $50,000. Number 2. Zachary Jackson LaVaughn Furnish John. When Elton John was becoming a first-time father, he mentioned that he hoped that he wouldn't spoil his baby boy. Although he might have tried for a split second, there was no stopping Elton and David Furnish from spoiling their son Zach. To really add another layer to the already heavily frosted cake of spoils, the fact that Zach was born on Christmas Day means, of course, double the presents. Furnish has stated that despite being raised with real working-class values, such as good manners and discipline, he and Elton lavished their son with more than he could ever need. The apartment next to the Furnish John luxury home was sold shortly after Zachary was born. The apartment next to the Furnish John luxury home was purchased and converted into a nursery shortly after Zachary was born. The kid got 2 around-the-clock nannies, and a close family friend got the chance to deck out this nursery flat with an unlimited budget to decorate with. That doesn't sound spoiled in the least. All the talk about not spoiling their child appears to have backfired. Who buys an entire apartment for their child? Sir Elton John is the answer. Number 1. Northwest. The most spoiled kid of a celebrity award goes to Northwest, the firstborn of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Her parents are some of the world's most outrageous and flamboyant celebrities, so we can see where North gets it. She has been a diva since birth, but she really stepped it up when her brother Saint West was born. She wanted Kim all to herself and became enraged and threw fits whenever Kim went to breastfeed. To get what she wanted, North inserted a milk box into Kim's bra and drank from it while Saint was being cared for on the other side. While North is best known for stealing wishes at a friend's birthday party, her more bratish side was on display during the New York Fashion Week when she threw a full-on spoiled tantrum that disrupted the entire show. Since then, she has yelled at paparazzi, struck several sassy poses on social media, much like her mother, and blown out the candles on her friend's birthday cake, stealing the little girl's wish. It sounds like a future spoiled princess. And that's a wrap on the 10 celebrity kids with awful manners. Who do you think is the most spoiled of all? Let's discuss this in the comments section. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to this channel for more amazing videos if you haven't done so already. See you soon.